Hello friends, welcome back to TechnoGeek SFDC. In today's video, we are going to see how you can use the lightning flows in list views. Okay, so list view buttons basically we use in Salesforce to do bulk processing in on list views basically. So list views are nothing but the list of records which you see on the object tab. Okay, so as you can see here, I am having one list view with the name as all account, and it is showing me the number of records already here. Okay, now if I have to call a lightning flow which will take the input, like let's say if I'm selecting these accounts and if I want to pass these record IDs to lightning flows, so that we will see that how you can pass them from list view to your lightning flow so that you can do your processing into the flow. Okay, and flow, since it's a very powerful tool, so you can use it to like sending an email, or if you want to make the changes in the record, anything based on your business requirement, you can do it. Okay, so how we basically create the list view button and pass the IDs. Okay, so for that, first thing what we do is we create a visual force page. Okay, so this is one of the example where we are creating the visual force page with a standard controller as account. So standard controller as account means that you can use this visual force page on the list view button into the into account object. Okay, and then you have an extension. This is my custom class. This is an extension where what I am doing is I am capturing the IDs which I have selected on the list view. Okay, and there is a tag called flow interview. So what flow interview do? Flow interview in visual force page is used to define that which particular lightning flow you want to call. Okay, so here if you see, I have used flow interview along with name as my lightning flow name, and then there is a finish location. So what finish location tells that once your flow is done, then there is always a finish button into it. Okay, so on click of finish button, where it should navigate. Okay, for that I am using the finish location. Here what I have used in finish location is URL for and $action.account.tab. Okay, so this is telling that I need to relocate, or I need to navigate to account tab basically, where, and also I'm defining what type of S object it is. So S object is basically account in my case. Okay, now the next part is very important to understand, that is apex param. So when you use flow interview with apex param, here you are defining that which particular data from visual force page you want to pass it to your lightning flow. So I'll open a lightning flow as well. I'll show you what does this means. Okay, so let me see if I'll just go with flows. Okay, here, so I have created a very small flow, that is account list view component, which is a screen flow. Okay, and in this I have created a variable. Okay, I have created a variable name IDs, which is of collection type, which is a text. The data type is text and it is of collection type. So collection type means it can store more than one value into it. So by for that I have used checkbox. Okay, and also I have made it available for input. This means this particular variable can get the data from outside of the flow, and this concept we are using in visual force page. Okay, where in visual force page, if you see, I have flow interview where I am defining the name of the lightning flow, that is our API name. If you see in the settings, I can get this API name, and the same API name I will be giving here. Okay, along with that I am using apex param, where name will be your variable name. Okay, this will be a variable name, and value is something which you want to pass from visual force page to lightning flow. So selected account IDs, this is, so as you can see, I have an extension here, that is an apex class which I have created, and this is an example. This is the apex class which I have created here. Okay, where by using the standard set controller I am acquiring whatever the user has selected the record on the list view. Okay, and then from that I am taking out the account IDs and adding it to a string. This is the apex variable name which I am passing to flow in the apex param method. If you see, so for IDs the value will be selected account IDs, which I have set it here. Okay, so this is how I have created one Visual Force page with standard controller as account, and also I have created an Apex class, okay, which is capturing whatever user has selected on the UI. Okay, now next step is I'll go to account object, and here I will create a button. Okay, so I already have one button here named as bulk processing. So you can create a button of type list button. Okay, so let me show you that. So yeah, here you can select the type as list button, and then the source content source you can select it as Visual Force page. So once you select this Visual Force page, it will show you all the Visual Force page with standard controller as account. Okay, so I am having this Visual Force page which I had just created. I will select it and I'll just click on save. And next you can go to list view button layout. Here you can just edit this and add the newly created list view button. Okay, I have already added it here. So you can just add it here and then you can click on save. Okay, so once you click on save, it will start showing on your list view. Now, if I come to list view here, okay, I'll just refresh it and I'll show you. I'll also give an overview of my flow here. So it's a very small flow where I am just printing the IDs which I have received from the list views. Okay, it's an array, so I'm just printing it. If you want to do further processing into it, so since you already have an ID, you can do a query, and I mean you can basically use the get element and you can fetch all the records, and then further you can use it for doing the processing, like if you want to update the record or if you want to send the emails to the owners, anything based on your business requirement. Okay, now if you see, I'll just select, let's say, two checkboxes here, and if I click on bulk processing, okay, so as you can see, it has successfully captured both the IDs which I have selected on the list view, okay, with a tag as I am here. Okay, so this is how you can basically pass the selected record IDs from list view to your lightning flows. Okay, and why I have used Visual Force page here, because if you want to, let's say, pass some extra parameters as well, not only IDs, but let's say if you want to pass some other text as well, like logged in user ID or any other values. Okay, so in that you can keep on adding apex param into it, and you can pass the value from Visual Force page. Okay, so this is the way of basically using the list view with lightning flows as a list view button to do the bulk processing on any list views. Now, one more thing, let's say if I'm clicking on finish here, so as you can see, it has navigated me to the account record. This is the behavior of your finished location. Okay, so I hope you like this video. You got an idea of how you can use the lightning flows, and based on again your business requirement, definitely you can use it in a very efficient manner, and it will basically definitely it will save your development times as well. So with this, we will wrap up this video for today, and I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel, please like it, and please share across your connections. And we will need your support, and we will definitely come up with more and more videos like this. With this, we will wrap up today's video, and thanks for your time. Bye bye.